Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please have a seat, we're going to start our procession in. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
The front row's already been taken.
So honest. Wait, actually. Hi, everyone.
How you doing?
Attention! Arms up! Forward!
Well, I don't know how I'm going to top that, but we'll do our best. First things first, we will be having a performance from the Hollygrinns. They will be taking the stage right over here, and we present them for your enjoyment, and I think you'll get a kick out of this one. Yes. If you want to make another
Hello. Oh, hello. Testing. Is it on now? Can everyone hear me? Yep.
Louder.
This is for. Sorry. I'm gonna have my dad speak, but we have some special songs for Andy and Katrina. I just want to give a heads up that this might happen during it, so fair warning. Dad, please introduce us.
All right, so welcome everybody. Yeah, I was supposed to go first to give them a chance to get settled in. So, where's the bass? Oh yeah, I gotta get down on it. There we go. All right, so first I want to start with a big aloha. That's awesome. I didn't need to do it the second time. All right. So first things first, this sucks. We all agree on that, right? Okay. So if you don't know me, I'm the little brother who's taller. I'm up here because I didn't want to have just a stranger give generic words and said, I'll come up here and my job is to bomb very hard. That way it sets the bar very low for anybody else who wants to come up here and tell stories later. I'm also supposed to say, I'm not even supposed to be here today. All right, thank you. I also want to congratulate John for not falling into a gopher hole.
And not getting lost.
So as you can tell, other than a few notes that I jotted down this morning, I really haven't had much time to prepare for this. Not exactly something you expect to happen at this time in your life. But I did jot down some things just in case I would forget about things that I'm thankful for from my sister. First, music. She had good taste, which taught me good taste. So I've been exposed to a lot of really good music in life, and very grateful for that. As she got older, driving me around and introducing me to people. So being 4 years younger, right, I'm the tag along, and I'm there to make sure that she doesn't get in trouble, or vice versa. Sometimes that worked out. Theater, right? She was big into theater, which meant that I got to be big in theater. And so I met a lot of good friends there in high school through theater, including a couple that are here today. So that's really good. Movies. So back when we both lived in Mira Mesa, we would have movie night at their house every Friday. Got to see a lot of really cool movies that I would never otherwise have seen. In my current life, I don't see a lot of movies just because I'm just way too busy. At their wedding, they had very good Double Diamond Pale Ale in Ramona, for whoever remembers that. Bunch of 19-year-olds hitting the keg. As we got a little older, the Disney trips. Our family was Disney pass holders. Part of the agreement when I married Gloria was that I had to buy her a diamond ring and a Disney pass. So we had that until COVID hit. And of course, Kat John had theirs and their family for a long time, and so we would hang out at Disney occasionally. There's a lot more, but honestly, I just didn't write them all down, and I don't want to be here up here all day. So what I do want to do is tell a quick story about the Hollygrinns that are over here. So this is Audrey, my daughter. She's almost 16. And then her friends. She calls them her brothers. Brady and Owen. So Brady and Audrey were both in the NICU together nearly 16 years ago. And we got to know their parents, who are musicians here in town. And naturally, their kids became musicians. And then Owen came along 3 years later. And a couple years ago, 3 years after you guys, he was 13, right? So anyway, so we were hanging out one day, and they're like, it'd be fun is to have the kids get together and have a band and do Christmas carols on our driveway. Because on our street, we get thousands of people come through the neighborhood in the month of December with all the Christmas lights, and then there's tour buses and limos, and it's insane. But we had this big old block party that's roughly the Saturday before Christmas. So they got together and started playing. And then we started to get a little bit more serious about it and started booking some gigs, doing retirement homes to they're good practice places when the fire alarm goes off. And then we got a performance at the San Diego County Fair this past summer at the O'Brien stage, so that was a lot of fun. And between their busy schedules, they find time to rehearse and learn songs very quickly. So what you're going to hear today is 4 songs, 2 of which they've played numerous times, 2 of which are relatively new, and they rehearsed together for the first time, I think, Thursday night. So it's coming together very nicely because these are professionals. And Audrey, I know you're going to do a good job, and I know the boys are, before they run off to their next gig. And so, are you ready to roll?
Well, I mean, we're ready to roll when you are. Okay.
Give me some microphone. Let's say that thing.
Hello. We're back on.
All right. So I'm going to drop out and let the kids go for it.
Don't actually drop the mic though, please.
I don't think they're separate.
Yeah. Nobody is.
It's a lovely day today, so whatever you got to do, I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day. It's a lovely day today, so whatever you got to do, I'd be so happy to be doing it with you. But if you got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day. It turned off. I don't like it. Found it. Yay. Okay, so this is our new song, and this is a little story I have. So when we were, well, she doesn't know this. I don't know if her ghost is going to hate me for this, but she was there for 5 days, and then when we officially got the call, well, we were playing music before, well, they were playing music before that, and I was specifically listening to this one song, because I know she loves Alice in Wonderland, which is also why I'm just like this. And so when we got the call, when we were there, I might cry during this, but we played this song called Alice in Wonderland by Jonah Wong, and I've heard that she actually heard it before, so hopefully she'll be happy with it. But yeah, we have this for the last minute, and I hope to do her proud with this one. Also, I promised this on her deathbed, so let's hope this lives up to her justice. Alice in Wonderland, where do you cousins was going to woo, but I didn't know which one. Now we have this fun song, which I need to pull up because it's in a different file. And I don't know if any of y'all know this song, but have you heard Soldier, Poet, King? Raise a hand. Anyone? Oh, apparently all my cousins and her friends. Anyway, well, if y'all want to sing along, feel free to, because this is a really fun song. And also a tongue twister, so let's do this. Feel free to clap along too. Has a bit of sign language that I tried to pick up. And this is Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Now this also has a backstory, a lot of backstories. But we performed this with a girl at actually a old folk center who has a hearing aid and is deaf. So she wanted to do sign language essentially. So if you see some sign language, that's why. And I hope you like this one. And also, this is, well, I don't want to offend anyone, but I guess this is her final destination. Is that Somewhere Over the Rainbow? Let's do this before I cry. Somewhere over the far behind me. My travel smells like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?
Awesome sauce. Thank you so much. All right, that was the wonderful Hollygrinns. Let's give it up for them one more time. All right, next up, we have a few prepared speeches. We'll have John, my brother-in-law, Kira, niece, and then my wife, Gloria. And then after that, we'll open up anybody else who wants to come up and tell stories. And one thing that's really important, we have a lot of food over there. So once we get through the first three and people want to come up and do stories, I don't want everybody to feel pressure like, I don't want to come up because I'm holding people from food. We can go ahead and start snacking while people are having an open mic and we can hear everybody. So it's like, remember that one time at, well, never mind. So, and people can hear the stories and then it'll be more free flowing and you'll hear these stories as you're talking, but at least give the speaker some respect. One other thing, if you notice, we have these wonderful butterflies flying around here, right? There's kind of a butterfly theme going on. So some people who believe in that stuff may feel like, whoa, maybe there's some presents. John wanted me to point that out. So you want to make your way up on here?
Yep.
All right, over to you, buddy.
We actually had to pay extra for the butterflies, so trained the wranglers. We're probably gone for like half an hour, and then they need to follow the Hollygrinns at their next performance. So that's kind of the play there. But as you've seen, we will be changing out our honor guard throughout the course of the day. So a huge round of applause for all of our folks who helped obviously in the introduction. These are our closest, nearest, and dearest friends. This is part of our Ren Fair group. We've got some of our Star Wars group here as well. You've obviously seen the multitude of characters. We only had one person show up with a tie. And that tie has been cut into a million pieces. If you need proof of that, it is officially on the table back there. Hopefully everybody got their trading card. They are very rare and very collectible. So make sure you grab one of those if you haven't already. And as Brian said, food, drinks, please. If you're sitting in the sun, please make sure you have a beverage. Because as Ren Fair folks, we've seen a lot of cases of heat exhaustion, and we do not want that to happen today.
Hail hydrate!
Hail hydrate!
Don't make me work!
And as Brian pointed out, yes, I think it's safe to say this sucks. None of us expected this. None of us, it's just, it is what it is. We are going to make the most amazing day out of this that we can. If you feel like you need to cry, cry. If you feel like you need to laugh, laugh. If you feel like you need to clap, clap. If you feel like you need to chase a piece of paper that just flew off the thing, do that too. It's probably kind of important. But I have officially written this down. I was advised don't try to scroll it on a phone and don't try to memorize it. So this will be the emotional portion of the program. So we have 1,000 napkins over there because I forgot to bring Kleenex, so that's officially on me. But if you can chase down one of the butterflies, I've heard their wings work really well. So good luck.
Not our butterfly.
Not the butterflies, no. And I feel contractually obligated, if any of you are fans of the Teen Titans show, whenever you see a butterfly, you must point at it and go, pure protein! Half of you got that joke, the other half will be Googling it after, and you'll be laughing on the way. All right. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Looking around today, it is safe to say that Katrina was loved. She was the center of our universe. She was our heart. She was our everything. And it did not matter if you knew her for a few hours or a few years or decades, like Scott and Michelle here. She made the world special and different. She was unique in ways some of us can't even begin to describe. Speaking for myself, I knew her for a little over 35 years. We were together for 33 years. We were married for 30 years. It has now been almost 30 days since she passed. All of you can feel it, attest to it. Nothing feels right anymore. She has survived, she is loved, and she will always live on. We are okay, but we are not okay. The air feels heavier. Breathing is harder. Gravity doubles at times. We are eating, well, none of you, I can see, because no one's got over to the table yet. But none of us are hungry. It's just like we're going through the motions. We're sleeping, but it doesn't feel restful. We wake tired, exhausted, haunted by dreams, hunted by nightmares that seem to fade a little as the days go by. Days, hours. Time is an illusion. Hours pass in a blink. Minutes take forever. We lost a day somewhere. Probably more than a few. We can't multitask anymore. It takes everything to focus. I think it's safe to say all of us are like this. It's one thing, one step, one task, one at a time. Just one. We find a brief respite in work and tasks, distractions. We dive headfast into distractions. This is a beautiful distraction. We race along, almost like running to stand still, to keep woe at bay. But it is there, and aching, hovering just behind us, constantly pulling. We see her, there, out of the corner of our eye. We hear her laugh. She is everywhere. She is nowhere. We hear songs and we collapse. Old photos now have weight. Old videos are sacred. Our cats at home look confused and we collapse. Like you, we are taking care of each other as best we can. Deep down in our bones, all of us knew the cancer was serious. For the last 3 years, probably more, she was fighting daily. And things were tough. And at times things were amazing, but rarely easy. But the pain was spiking. It was all serious. And then it was critical, and then it became insurmountable. And against all fracking odds, she pulled off the impossible, and she kept fighting. She never, ever, ever stopped. We were all by her side the night before. The kids stayed late into the night. We all hugged and laughed. She was still regaining her voice. She was hoarse but could whisper. She was joking. She was laughing. She was tired. We were all getting ready to go home, but by that night, she had exhausted any and all limits of medical science that was truly left. The cancer officially beat every doctor and every treatment. From chemo to radiation to surgery, that damnable fracking cancer beat the best doctors in the world. But it never beat her. I never left her side. I never will. She passed peacefully in her sleep. I held her hand. She passed in battle. She is a Valkyrie now. She passed with her boots on. She never really liked Westerns. We rushed to be with her one last time, one last hurrah, one last victory, one last dance against the darkness, one last laugh against the roar of an oncoming storm, one last circle within circles with her at the center. We said goodbye, but not farewell. We welcomed her to the universe as the trickster goddess she has now become. And more than a few few of you will attest to that. She is fairy. She is warrior. She is laughter. She torments monsters now for fun. She battles giants for laughs. And she wins. She always wins. She makes friends. She builds armies with that twinkle in her eye and more than a little mischief. As an electric spark, she dances against the darkness with allies untold. And she shatters the night eternal to make sure the sun shines like clockwork. Maybe just a little later than usual on some days. Most days. She is eternal, and she is everywhere. She is that ray of sunshine, dancing in the fields, sparkling amongst the grass. You guys can all see it. She is a ghost in the machine. Quite literally. I think that's why we had technical issues before we started. She is online. You are looking at her now. That camera right over there. She is beside you. She's at that concert or movie or Comic-Con or Disney trip. She is always in the crowd. Every crowd. Near the back, up front, just out of view. I don't think she's at Costco or the grocery store as much anymore. But you will see her in TV screens. I couldn't have timed that better, actually. She is in books and songs and art and dreams. She is in your photos. She's on your phone or tablet. She hated traffic. You will only see her in the reflection of green lights. She hated hospitals. You likely won't ever see her there unless you need her more than anything. She loved all of you, and love disobeys time. It works backwards, it works forward. Love breaks all the rules. She is amongst the stars. She sings in bird calls. She dances with butterflies that are highly paid and highly trained. She walks with big cats. She is deep in the ocean. She dances upon the sand. You won't see her in spider webs. You won't see her with spiders, except maybe the marble kind. You won't see her with snakes. You will spot her with lizards, but only if you squint. She adored bats. You can hear her in their chirp and slinking with vampires and creatures of the night. Such sweet music they make. And crows! She's amongst that giant wash of crows that just drifted by. Okay, they were supposed to be let loose. Apparently, maybe not. You know how hard it is to train crows, by the way? It takes years. So we just settled for the butterflies. She could be that falcon. It's hard to tell. She's in the wisps of the clouds. Okay, the clouds also did not obey us today. Yeah, we do our best. She's in the shadows! We have shadows. Heralding the light amongst the dark. She is in the shake and tremor, that roar of sound, planes and helicopters, and traffic. I guess the flyover didn't go to plan either. We worked on that, sorry. It's Miramar. There's supposed to be planes overhead. She just flipped off that big truck that drove by too fast. She is whimsy, and she is joy. She is your biggest ally, and she is eternal. She is everywhere, all at once, like she always was, and always will be. And that will never change. Because she never changed. Ever. Again, it does not matter if you knew her for a few hours, or a few years, or decades. All of us here, there, everywhere, we are a testament to her force of will, her power of joy, her shape of whimsy. Gavin, Kira, Bridget, they're a direct facet of her and I. She shines through them. You can see her in their eyes, the best of her. think half of you probably freaked out when you saw Bridget in the parking lot. If it makes you feel better, artificial intelligence also gets her and Katrina confused. So, ghost in the machine. She is the brightest of us, all her hopes, all her dreams, all of mine. And again, looking around today, she shines through all of us, all of you, for forever and a night. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. I know we are okay, but we're not okay. She's taking care of us and you, and we all know Katrina is eternal. And maybe, just maybe, kindness and whimsy are the real punk rock. Yeah, don't knock me off the stage.
Challenge accepted.
We didn't rehearse that, but it worked out fantastically. Kira, did you want to make a few words? This is not easy for any of us. Audrey, you did an absolutely amazing and phenomenal job. I can't thank you enough. Again, I can't thank all of you for coming. This is going to be difficult, and it's always going to be difficult. But one day, I've been told it gets a little easier. But I think those are just people lying to us, because this is a lot to go through. But.
So I cheated and printed it too. Before I read it, I do want to say those butterflies, oh god. The butterflies people are talking about is like this.
Eat the mic.
Yeah.
Eat it?
Eat the mic.
Why they done that?
Yeah.
Okay. That one butterfly is just one butterfly. And right as Dad got on stage, a butterfly-shaped leaf fell down right from that tree, right where I was sitting. So that's what I was going to say. And then I'm just going to start reading this, because, yeah. When people say their mom taught them everything, I feel like that's something you just say. But when I say it about mine, I mean she is truly able to be seen everywhere and in almost everything, to the point where it's hard to believe that she acts upon. I keep waiting for her to chime in on our conversations, or to finally walk home through the door. Whether I talk about how she always let out a little laugh to find her smile in pictures, or when she'd help with what to say to friends and the advice, or the importance of color coordination and outfits instead of exact matches when I would go insane over like 2 shades off. The quick star markers she wrote on our workbook pages, or simply typing, I could trace so many atoms of mine straight back to hers. I still need to ask her questions, and there's still so much that I want to point out and show her, because that is what we did. We shared what we loved with who we loved, and we celebrated it. Every size, every time, everything, someone always knew. If there was anything considered cool, Mom was probably uttered a minimum of about 16 times, accompanied by a pointer finger and explanation of what we just saw. Don't even try to count at fairs or cons or scenic places. I still want to show her things I see, and each time it hits me that she won't be sitting in her spots waiting for me to come find her with my phone in hand or voice through giggles, I break a little bit more. She was always there, and she still is here, just not in a way to give goodnight hugs. I hope daily she knew and heard when I said I would have asked for any other mom, because I mean it, and I am who I am as a product of her and Dad's love, and the ways in which they showed us how to share ours. So share that extra little light, those ways to love, and the stories of how, as you go, and how if you're up for it, because that is how she lives on.
You're getting her trying to find it.
Gloria will be coming up next. She's trying to find her
You don't want to
notes.
follow the advice of printing?
Yeah, Gloria is officially living dangerously, or she may be very wise, one of the two. We've been rustling with papers up here in wind. She's going to try to read it off of her phone. So.
Wait.
Am I eating the microphone grown enough.
As long as you don't swallow it, you're good.
Okay.
Again, technical difficulty.
Auntie Katrina is now living in my phone. That's nice.
No, I'm never ready. This is never ready. You're never ready for this.
Mom.
You're never ready for this. Good afternoon. Is it early evening? Or
Time is immaterial.
okay. So for those of you who do not know me, I am Gloria. I am Brian's wife. I am Katrina's sister. I want to share a collection of moments in time that are, wow, Katrina and John are cool with you all today. When I was a child, like most of us, I wondered who I would marry one day. When I grew up and even thought it didn't matter so much whether the person I fell in love with would have a sibling or siblings. Would I have a sister-in-law or brother-in-law too? It really isn't a question when you meet the person you fall in love with and decide they are the one, and would I be able to bond with my sister-in-law. Then fast forward to when Brian and I started dating in San Francisco State University in 1997. He would mention to me he had an older sister, Katrina, and a brother-in-law, John, that lived in a bat cave. I didn't know what people could call their house something that was different than what it was. I thought, wow, how cool. I can't wait to see this bat cave. He also showed me pictures of them, and I thought, wow, your sister looks like Daryl Hannah. I love the movie Splash, and I couldn't help but notice how much she resembled her. Their wedding photo reminded me of the movie Princess Bride, even how they both resembled Buttercup and Wesley too. I was excited to meet them when we drove down to San Diego during summer break. The day I met both Katrina and John was at Mom and Dad's house for the first of many dinners. She and John came through the front door with the Tamagotchi they recently bought, and Katrina sat down in the rocking chair. She was engrossed in playing with it, feeding it, doing everything it was asking so they could keep it alive. My first impression was Katrina and John like playing games. Wow, that's so cool. I had no idea how much they liked games. Really, no idea. Among many photos Mom and Dad shared with me while dating Brian, I came across a picture of her dressed up as Sailor Moon along with her friends. I thought, wow, she looks like Sailor Moon. And that to me was so cool because of my background of being part Taiwanese and living in Japan for 4 years, immersed in anime and Asian culture. I was impressed that she and John had a passion for cosplay, Comic-Con, comics, and movies. Wow, they are cool. When the Harry Potter books came out for the first time, she, like many of us, was engrossed in reading it. So much so, we would have our monthly family dinners at Mom and Dad's place, and she was determined to not put the book down until she was completely done reading it. I thought, wow, I'd never seen someone who loved reading leisurely books so much they couldn't put it down. Here I am struggling to pick up my school textbooks to read, and I never make time to read for leisure. So it was really interesting for me to watch her excitement about getting through all of the series of books. I can recall my first present from Katrina and John for Christmas was a gold-painted decoupage jewelry box with Betty Boop on the front of it. I thought, wow, this is cool. A truly personalized, thoughtful gift she made. Of course, I still have it, and I still love Betty Boop. I also found out while dating Brian that they were very active with Rent Fair and part of the Rosen Guild. It brought me back to my high school days in the Shakespeare Club visiting Rent Fair in Napa, but only once. I thought again, wow, they are cool. When Brian and I got married shortly after 9/11, John and Katrina, with a barely 7-month-old Gavin, made the voyage to Sacramento to be in our wedding, like some of you here today. Even when others canceled because of the flight around the time of 9/11, they still braved the 8 and 10-hour drive to be there on our wedding day with their 7-month-old. Loving Brian with all my heart, I would officially be able to say I have a cool brother and sister-in-law. She looked like Daryl Hannah. She looked like Sailor Moon and Buttercup. And John looked like Wesley. I was super excited, and still am, to be married into a cool, carefree family who brings fantasy to life each and every day. Come on, how cool is that? When Katrina gave birth to all 3 kids, I get to call my nephew and nieces. First birth to Gavin, we were invited to be in the waiting room to wait for the birth. Bridget, she was born in the middle of the night, so we couldn't be there. She was a fast one, that one. However, we got to be present for her third, Kira's birth, and we are honored that both Katrina and John wanted us to be a part of it. So naturally, we have a special bond with each of those kids, now grown adults and teens. I remember how she strongly felt giving birth naturally was very important to her. I always thought, wow, that is cool. No epidural. What? Seriously? Brian and I are forever honored to be Gavin, Bridget, and Kira's aunt and uncle, and be present in their lives for always. When Audrey was born, I was so excited that she had a really cool aunt and uncle and cousins that always give her special gifts with cool stuff, with an awesome story to go along with each of them. And not one birthday goes by without the Viking birthday song at every birthday celebration. Wow, that's so cool. I miss the movie nights we would watch. Wow, what a selection of movies that they had, and still have a large laser disc. On laser disc. The many monthly family gathering dinners we had and will have. Countless times we'd go to Vietnamese restaurant, Blue Roof Teppanyaki, and cooking for the family every so often. I keep telling myself, it's okay to not be okay. And to validate these roller coasters of emotions. With St. Patrick's and Easter and Thanksgiving, and our pick a day to celebrate Christmas Day, not to be the same anymore. But today, I'm standing before you and looking around, and wow, to see such a cool crowd of friends and family here dressed up to celebrate Katrina's whimsical celebration of life. I'm not missing her right this moment because you've all shown together today. We are a snapshot of whose lives she's touched, and what she and John loves being a part of most in their lives. And wow, I think it's super cool. Katrina, forever my sister, will always be forever my sister-in-law. And she will always have a place in my heart and lives on within us. Thank
as you've seen, we do have the television over here. There are a few of the Sailor Moon pictures actually in there. It's going to be on constant rotation, so when you have a chance to get a snack, get a drink, just wander over there. Apparently you'll see that I'm really cool. I had no idea I was cool. This is the first time I heard I'm cool. I am a geek. Apparently geeks are cool. So I've been informed.
Geeks are cool.
Geeks are cool. Brian.
Okay, so this officially starts the karaoke part of the service. So come up here, pick a song, we'll get you the lyrics, and you can entertain everybody. I'll start off with Whip It, Kid. All right, so yeah, anybody, this is open mic time, you want to come up, tell a story, and again, I always hate to be the person between somebody and food because I'm the one wanting the food. So if we can multitask, I think that would be quite effective. So anyone want to, all right, you got a line queuing.
Hello everyone. My name is Luigi. I am going to be chaotic here as I don't have anything written down, so no papers. My wife wants me to read a couple of words from the phone, so let's go ahead and start with that first. By the way, my wife's name is Rosaria. She's sitting right over here. She said, I met Luigi in November 2004 after a long time speaking online and moved to San Diego in April 2005. I was worried if I would make any friends of my own. Luigi was friends with Kat and John for over a decade. When I had Serena, we would meet up with the family at Comic-Con, then came the many fun dinners and birthday parties. Over the years, we became friends, frequently chatting on Facebook about sewing, Holly Hobby, Disney movies, the kids, and John, who was her pride and joy, and her favorite recipes. She loved crock-pot meals, and she gave me some great ideas. Kat, I miss you. You were one of my first friends in this very strange city I have moved to after being in Pittsburgh for 30 years. I will remember you always. Lastly, one of my favorite memories was telling her that Luigi didn't care for the bear in the big blue house. And she said, what was wrong with the bear in the big blue house? If you go online and look up Big Bear House outtakes, you'll see. I knew that at that moment we were going to be good friends. I will watch it all the time and think of her. And now for my own words. I, unlike a lot of people, have known Katrina possibly longer than John. I met her sometime in '89. I remember when she used to work at a kiosk in North County Fair, selling wigs. I also remember her working at the warehouse. That's where she met John. When I first met John, she introduced us to him while at work, and for some reason, when a mention of a train wreck happened, the only thing out of John's mouth was a big smile. At that point, I knew he was special. Over the years, I have seen her as not only a confidant, I would go ahead and talk to her all the time on Facebook or text messages, but I also saw her as my unofficial sister. I would tell her everything, and she would go ahead and listen, which was very helpful. At times, she was my personal therapist. There was one time at a party that we were at. The room was empty except for one thing. It was full of balloons. Not only was there regular blown up balloons, but helium as well. And Katrina just went ahead and sat down with her drink, and she just had so much fun that she started to laugh, or actually squeak. She would just squeak like a mouse, like you wouldn't be able to stop her. And over the years, she would go ahead and squeak, and it would just bring back so much joy and memories. I went ahead for their wedding gift when I was at their wedding back in '95. I went ahead and gave them Comic-Con tickets. At that time, it was, thanks, Fly. I went ahead and gave them 2 passes, and I kept on giving them passes that I would receive for years to come as my wedding present to them. Every time we went to the convention together, we would walk around and enjoy the wonderful sights that only Comic-Con could offer. We would share so many references with pop culture that I felt like I was part of the family. Speaking of family, my family and her family are interconnected somehow in so many ways. My wife's birthday is on the same day as their anniversary. I share a birthday with her father, Rick. I went ahead and met my wife on her birthday, and my wife's grandmother passed away on the same day that she passed away. There's probably other coincidences, but I have no idea why. So I would like to go ahead and close by saying it is okay to feel sad. The reason why it's okay is because we all knew and loved her, and we will continue to love her throughout the rest of our days. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Leslie, and I first met Katrina in the very late 80s with a little group called the Medieval Mayhem Society. She had a love of costume, she had love of... I gotta get right on it. Sorry, she had a love of costume, she had a love of talking to people. We had a tradition in that group. Once you had been defeated in battle, you had to go to the sidelines and wait out your time in Valhalla. Katrina was one of our Valhalla attendants, and I do remember racing to that one spot that we had to be, and every 10 minutes you would hear her call out, "Turnover!" and you would race back to the battlefield, fully renewed, joyful again, waiting to meet that enemy. All hit points restored, all armor repaired. And now, that voice is going to be in my head when things get rough, when I need to step aside and step into Valhalla for just a moment. I'm going to take a breath, and then I'm going to feel renewed, and I'm going to hear that Valkyrie voice that sounds exactly like Katrina, saying, "Turnover," and I will get back to the day. Thank you.
I guess
as far as things go that people have talked to her, I'm kind of the newcomer. I met her about 91 or 92. I believe I met her the same day I met my husband, and we've been married for 31 years this year. I had a couple of fun memories, also back from the MSCO and then Rosenkeep. One time when we were sitting there chatting on the grass, I think it was an Avalon game, and I had my salt and vinegar chips because, well, you know, when you're PMSing, you want something salty. Katrina comes over with a bag of Hershey Kisses because she's PMSing. And I look at her Hershey Kisses, and she looks at my salt and vinegar chips. Without another word, we pass them over, and we start eating the salt and vinegar chips and the Hershey Kisses together. Every single female at that encounter group walked over and went, "Ooh, that looks good." Every single guy went, "Ew." So there was that, and then she became a part of Rosenkeep when we started Rosenkeep because, well, MSCO was kind of disbanding. All of you guys who know John and Katrina know they're always late. So one morning after fair started, and it was a slow morning, somebody got the brilliant idea that we were going to make a bet of when they showed up. And we did this for fair after fair, and we thought they were none the wiser. Until one day, she shows up and she looks at me and she says, "So who won today?" Of course, it was the one day that we had forgotten to pick. So we just all of a sudden turned to somebody and said, "They won." So, yeah, Katrina's been in and out of my life ever since that day I met my husband. And I never realized how big of a hole her being gone was going to put in my life. Thank you.
Okay, I know of at least a couple of more people who wanted to come up.
Give me a second.
Okay. I got somebody who wants to be last. That spot has been claimed. Mike is going to step up. So first of all, it is possible to be taller than me.
I officially feel short, very short. I don't think I've ever felt this short. Before I was cool, now I'm short. I'm sorry, I'm stealing the mic for one quick second. Apparently we forgot to say something very, very, very important. For those of you who are looking for the bathrooms, it is the building right over there, just by the side of the parking lot. Do not use the hedges! You know who you are, don't do that again.
Shame.
Thank you, John and Brian. So, I met Cat John through Brian. Brian and I went to high school together. Brian was a year older than me. Brian went away to college to San Francisco, and I found Cat John through Friday movies and going to the Batcave in Mira Mesa, their Gold Coast apartments, and we would watch movies. There was a radio show that I believe John wrote that we all had parts in, and we were recording it. I don't know what happened to it from there. But there were some really good times in my life, spending times with Katrina and John and our friends, and just getting dollar Chinese, which the socks I'm wearing are actually Chinese takeout socks, not from the takeout place we went to, but you know, in spirit for Katrina. Getting the orange chicken over rice, it was $1.09. It was great. There's a lot of good times, good memories with Katrina and John, with the Hollygrinns family, with Andrews, also at their wedding, and meeting a lot of you in passing. You know, it's life is quick. It seems like just yesterday I was talking to Cat John, but next thing you know, they've got 3 kids and they're all fully grown. Saw you guys actually in a parking lot in Target about, I don't know, 5 years ago with my wife and my kids. And my wife, you know, but didn't see her, but off to the side at Belgian Beaver last week. So I don't know. It's weird how like life is. Just when you're thinking you're going around doing your own thing, that something comes back and reminds you, whether it's like the butterfly or the stories and the times we had with each other. I'm not really good up in public, so thank you anyways. And lots of love to Katrina. Ready?
Hi. Hi. Exciting things happen with the carpet up here. So before I read this thing I wrote on Facebook, because that spares all of us me just rambling off the top of my head. Hi, I'm Julie, and I have known Katrina since 1985. Story. I met Kat when I was fresh off the potato truck from Idaho. Oh no, we don't fit the screen. We'll do our best. Oh, good.
Oh, yes.
Where I had been essentially left behind by the 80s. Mostly. I mean, not even Idaho could keep one from noticing Golden Age Van Halen or Duran Duran. I'd never seen so much eye makeup in my life, or so much silver jewelry on one person, and I assumed that was a keep-off signal. We shared a frustrating aerobics class with a teacher who flat out refused to admit that making adjustments for ability was a thing. So Kat went on strike immediately and would just sit on the side looking at magazines and fan books. One day I sat out too, and I realized her book that day was about Duran Duran. I can't move the phone. This is what I'm learning. This isn't my phone, sorry. I was emboldened to actually converse, and by the end of that class, we were having a fine time. It became a habit. I started sitting out all the classes, too. We looked through her books, we sang along with workout songs we liked. We failed aerobics, but we failed it as friends. Our friend groups started to overlap. Some teenage interpersonal drama followed as multiple BFF pairings rearranged, hers and mine both included. So we bonded harder over complaining to each other about it. By the end, Blue Silver was born. Because music joked, you see. We both liked Duran Duran and their song The Chauffeur in particular. We both sang. She was the soprano, I was the alto. I, who literally dressed as the color blue one Halloween, was blue. She, of the silver jewelry by the pound, was silver. Sing Blue Silver. We ended up the seed of a whole social tier. I brought in people I'd met on the bus, a few choir people, a cluster of boys from Mission Viejo. It included a childhood friend who had moved to California long before I did. She knew virtually every alternative anything kid in the school. She brought in some favorites and some boyfriends from other schools and their friends. She also brought Carl, the tenor, and Carl brought more choir people and a whole truckload of kids from the year behind us. By the time I graduated, we were a faction, the heart of which was Kat's sheer enthusiasm for people and for life. She was friendly and merry and always singing and dancing along to the music. We were at each other's houses all the time. She helped me peel wallpaper in my bedroom. She fled laughing with me when numerous boys who took excessive interest in the Blue Silver sandwich. She made sure I ate. She took me along to fair and even on dates with her and her boyfriend of the time. She saw me through my first boyfriend, found and lost, and in between talked me through how French kisses work. Years later, when we both had husbands and I had a surprisingly tow-haired kid, the joke was that Kiddo was clearly Kat's in mind, that she was white, the golden hair. I hate Yes. Okay. It's okay, we've changed subject. She believed in love and fun as inalienable rights. She made sure she was going to have them, and so was everyone around her. Nature saddled her with a lot of health issues, but she never let them stop her from getting what she was after. She found the wonderful, loving, stealth geek husband she was wishing for, and they had the 3 kids she was wishing for. They were at fair, they were at Disneyland, they were surrounded by music and movies and memorabilia. She will always be my water fairy, the gurgling laughter of the brook. She will always be my BFF.
You're real cabbages too. I know, we still get to come up there and get the dog. Well, we made friends with some people once.
No one shall pass.
Yeah, I think.
All right. Anybody else before my dad goes up? Last call.
Yeah. Well, now they kind of want to use
2002, in the era of AOL chat rooms, some of you may remember, a bunch of Star Wars nerds started conversing and discovering that we all lived in the San Diego area. I don't remember if Kat was at that very first meeting, but I remember it was not long after that Kat and John, and it was always Kat and John, never John and Kat. Sorry, John. We love you. But it was always Kat and John, became part of the San Diego Star Wars Society, what we dubbed our little group of Star Wars nerds who decided to put our Star Wars interest to good use, not just in showing up to movies and doing fun, nerdy things, but actually volunteering and doing charitable events. And it wasn't too long after Kat and John were involved that Gavin showed up, and other kidlets. And kids, I just want you to know how fiercely your mom loved you and was committed to you and would not do anything without you. She's one of the reasons our Star Wars Club was pretty much from day one a family-friendly, all-ages club. We were not going to do anything that kiddos could not be involved with, whether it was having a Java swap meet at some weird warehouse thing in Poway, or watching movies in a private movie theater, or going to do a bonfire on the beach. It had to be something that the kids would be welcomed at and enjoy, and it was because of her tremendous, fierce love for you. So I want you to know how much she loved you from, I mean, pregnancy, diapers, meetings, you all got passed around. If she didn't have you in that sling thing that she always, it was amazing how she brought you along. But it has been a treasured memory of mine, so many years, so many events, so many Comic-Cons, doing life, seeing, oh, there's Kat and John, and the family as it's grown, always as a troop wandering around our events. You are loved. You are so loved, and just need you to know that. Love your mom, love your dad, love your family. You are loved.
There's my big white show here, almost 100 pounds. She's my dog, and I'm her husband. So whether I'm playing with the other dogs, or playing with kids, or friends, she will force her way between us. And like push her dog away from me. But
You have to eat the mic.
got some ketchup.
I don't know. Can everybody hear us? I was telling Brendan a second ago, I was tempted to yell out something during his speech. So I'm going to say it once, and then you guys are going to say it, and then we'll do it one last time. Everybody. Nerds! Your turn! This way we have the geeks and the nerds covered, and we're all good.
Okay, speaking about a geek or a nerd, I didn't have a costume to wear, so I decided to come as a Comic-Con attendee. Facing the wrong way.
Security won't let you in.
Yeah, I have a million things in my mind, but 99.9999% of it's gone out of my mind. Real close. Real close to the mic. Hey, there it is. I first met Katrina and John. I believe it was Disneyland. Yes, it was the first time we did all the Star Wars groups. Thank you, John. I'm not one for public speaking. As I said, I'm facing the wrong way. We first met the first year, and every single year. Yeah. And just for whatever reason, I started hanging around with them. I know the reason, because it's the Andrews. Come on.
They're cool.
They're absolutely wonderful people, Katrina especially. I know I started hanging around with them because they brought me up. They never talked down to me, ever. And they're smart. God, I hate to say it, John, but they're smart.
No problem.
Doing the Disney people folks to help me. Anyway, every year, and for whatever reason, after we got the picture in front of the castle, the video was part of that. But I remember they would sometimes be late, and I would get the photographer and say, hold on, the Andrews are on their way, they're on their way.
I'm sensing a trend about us being late. Who knew?
We did.
Time doesn't exist. We were never late. Thank you, Audrey.
The Andrews brought me into their family. John here for when I was always invited to their house without question. They invite me in. That's when I could let loose. I could just kind of, and I can't tell. Were you laughing with me or not? My stupid jokes. Right? Boy, Disneyland, bringing in the new year. Small World. Remember that? Every single year. Oh yeah. Small World. Every single year. And the Tiki Room, they were the life of the Tiki Room. Let me tell you. Aloha, right? Aloha, they were right there. Gosh, those trips to Disneyland, and they even let me ride in the vehicle with the kids. Right? Remember that? We got in trouble one day.
We always did.
Yeah. We all got in trouble. Gosh, the train station, the train museum, in Paris, which is not the Paris across let's see what we do. A lot of Disneyland. Of course, Comic-Con. When you see the Andrews, towards the end of the day, if you saw a tail, somebody walking around with a white beard, looked like a lot like me. It was me. Anyway, Katrina. Katrina is now here.
Yes. Light! Your diaphragm!
learned how to play a musical instrument. They always told me from the diaphragm. I forget. Okay, diaphragm. Is that better when I talk like that? Okay, there you go. I gotta learn how to talk better in public. And Katrina is helping me along. So, I think that's it. John? Yeah.
Hello, my name is Andrew. I had the pleasure of meeting John and Kat, because as Brandon just said, it is John and Kat, many years ago. And I found out what a wonderful, giving person she was. My wife and I were looking for some folks to help us for our child's birthday party. At the time, he was 4 years old, they were a huge Star Wars fan. So we went to a Star Wars meeting, not knowing it. And we showed up and met the most wonderful people, because they too had 2 young kids, and we instantly bonded and have been close friends ever since. If you were to ask me, how would you describe Kat? I think the best way to describe her is she had the curiosity of Alice, she had the courage of Luke Skywalker, she had the magic of Disney, but most importantly, when I think of Kat, I think of her family. She was the rock of this family. Everything we ever did always was with John, Kat, and her kids. If anyone ever wanted to see a good example of an amazing family, they have no further to look than that Kat.
Yeah,
we are all better off because we were lucky to have known her.
All right, we have one more quick technical announcement. Raise your hand if you are missing your phone. One of you out there is missing your phone. I don't know who it is. I'm hoping one of you does. If you are missing a phone, please head to the table right over the end there, and they will have it for you. It was left behind in one of the bathrooms. It was in the ladies' room. If anybody's missing a phone, Andrea right over there can help you out. I am now the phone police.
John, what also happened at your wedding?
We're repeating history here. We also had a phone disappear at the wedding as well. So, yeah.
There was a phone.
Yeah.
We'll get it.
That's Rob. It will be your phone.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shannen, and my husband Chris and I. Chris was in their wedding 30 years ago, and he is the cemetery manager now here at El Camino, and he's been doing an amazing job helping with us. I met John and Kat at Comic-Con, thanks to Luigi, always being an amazing human and helping Chris and I get into Comic-Con as long as we provided him lunch.
So much, she still loves that.
And that lasted for at least a decade, as I can remember. And I met Lori and Mike, and thanks to them, I got to meet John and Kat. And at the time, one of my first memories was Kat was wearing children. And I think for quite a few years, every time I'd go to Comic-Con, I would see a stroller and Kat and John wearing children. And I was like, wow, this is very crowded for you to try to navigate this. And then many, many years later, I did it when I had Zoe, who was the same age as Kira, and got to learn what it was like to wear children around navigating Comic-Con. I'm so thankful that I've gotten to know you guys through Lori and Mike and my husband Chris, and getting to learn what Renaissance fairs were like, what the Rocky Horror Picture Show was like, what Comic-Con was like, and how my clients are like, you like con? And
And then I got to meet the kids and get to do their hair for many years. At least a couple times a year, I'd get a Facebook message from John or Katrina going, "Hey, you at work? Can you maybe cut our hair?" And I always tried to do my best to make time for you guys. And I'm getting teary because there's one thing I want to lead with, and it was a very emotional thing. But I'm very thankful that I got to do it.
Okay.
When John reached out to me to let me know how Kat was doing, he let me know that he was going to probably need Chris's information soon. And I was with clients, and I had a moment, and my wonderful client was so sweet and gave me a hug and said it would be okay. And after I finished her, I said, "John, is it okay if I maybe dropped off some flowers to you guys?" I said, "What's her favorite flower?" "I'm bringing it." And he said, "Well, the only thing she's not allergic to anymore is roses." And I said, "Okay, well, I work next to a Sprouts, so hopefully they have roses." And so I walk over there, and of course, there's bouquets of flowers with everything all bunched together. And I was like, well, that's not going to work. So I head over to another store, and I find on this little table by itself is one little vase full of just roses. And I said, well, that's what I'm going to bring. And I thought I was just going to meet John, hand him the flowers, give him a hug, and say that Chris and your friends love you. And he said, "Do you want to come up?" And I was like, okay. And I got to come up, and I feel so honored. I got to come up, and John said, "Hey, Kat, Shannon's here, and she's brought you flowers." And her eyes opened, and she had this wonderful look on her face. And he said, "Shannon's here as your friend representative to tell you how much we love you and how much your friends are here for you." And I didn't know that that was going to be me. And I'm so thankful, and I'm so honored that I got to have that moment. It was so special, and I will never forget it. And to try to end with some laughter, I did say, "Hey, Kat, I'm not used to seeing you without your long, beautiful blonde hair." And I said, "I kind of like your tank girl look." And I said, "If you'd like, I could come back by later with my clippers and we could come up with some cool designs." And she looked like she was trying so hard to laugh. And she nodded her head, and we squeezed hands. And I'm just so thankful for that moment, and thankful for Lori and Mike and Chris getting to meet such a wonderful and loving family. And so honored that I get to be tied together through so many directions, including being your hairdresser or your therapist, whatever you want to call me. But I'm thankful for that. Thank you.
We're waiting for the green light. I am contractually obligated to state that you can no longer get into Comic-Con as easily as providing Luigi sandwiches. That was about 20 years ago. Now you essentially have to win the lottery to get into Comic-Con. But,
that is true.
Gavin reminded me we were remiss in setting up some of this morning. This is Katrina's Comic-Con pass. So we actually brought this with us to Comic-Con this year, so she was there. And I'm going to put it right up front here. Don't take it. It won't work for next year. That's not how the process works. But it has got a place of honor right here. Obviously, we've got the Small World photo. Hopefully everybody had a chance to take a look at that. Again, we spent a lot of time trying to find some amazing photographs of Katrina. We had about 30,000 to choose from and had to whittle it down to 250. Kira did an amazing job of trying to find the best of those. We were scanning slides from Rick, photos from old books, and please try and take a look at the slideshow when you have a second. We'll be posting that online as well.
It's there.
And making sure everybody can see it. You probably saw the link already. We'll make sure we post that out too. All of this is being recorded, and it will live in the digital vault, obviously, as part of the memory as well. So this is eternal. It's the easiest way to describe it. But please have a chance to take a look at the pictures. And a huge thank you to one of my friends, Robert Carney. I don't know if anybody had a chance to take a look at the flowers up here, but there's actually lightsabers embedded in the flower display. So just a huge thanks for that.
All right, any other takers?
Hello. Can you guys hear me okay? Alright, I'm put it really, really close. My name is Celeste, and I'm here representing my regular family, Gowan, and my family, Aaron, and my boys, and Terry, and Lethan, who really grew up with the Andrews out at Fair. When we first met Katrina and John, it was very clear they were kindred spirits. We had so much in common, all of our hobbies, everything that we enjoyed, from Renaissance Fair to Star Wars to comics and movies, and all the geekdoms, all the fandoms, all the magic, and Whimsy. And I just wanted to say that it was such an honor to get to have our kids grow up together at a fair. All of them homeschooled, so that was another thing that is nice. And the love that your mom had for all of you was just amazing. She's such a fearsome mother bear, and the love that she had for everyone. And it really touched everyone this year. And you can tell that your parents, as well as all of you, are superheroes, because you all make the world a better place.
Last call.
I'm Rick Hollingsworth. My mom calls me Ricky, so lately all of our caregivers call me Ricky. You all can call me Rick. I'm Katrina's father as well. We first met Katrina at UCSD Hospital. You may remember the old hospital. And we last saw her at the UCSD Hospital, the new one. We didn't call her Cat. We called her Trina. Does anyone remember her name was Trina? She also had other names. We weren't going to get into that. Just a second. If you look at the, yep, looks like somebody. If you look over here, you're going to see the pictures. That's her, four generations.
It keeps on fading, Grandpa. You're okay.
I'm fine. I'm waiting for one to come up. Nope, it's not coming. There's 250. And, that's her mom, blonde. You may not recognize her. That's my wife, Joyce, who's sitting over here. Everything that, not everything, but half of what Katrina was because of her mom. Her mom's the one who instilled everything into her. I helped a little bit. The grandchildren helped a lot. And Brian and Katrina, well, they were problems. That's another story. I remember that Katrina was the organizer. She had organized lists. She had organized folders. She had organized playing cards. She had organized pictures. She had organized records. She had organized discs. She had everybody organized, including her Star Wars and Sailor Moon groups. She had over a dozen Sailor Moons at Comic-Con. Over a dozen. I think one year there were as many as 17. That's an accomplishment. Think of it. Sailor Moon, Sailor Venus, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Mercury, and I think there's a few more in there. And they had more than one Sailor Moon. I'm the one to thank for the barbecue brisket and the double diamond at their wedding. At least it wasn't that Irish word. You all know the Irish word, right? How many stormtroopers did we have there? Or orcs? Or other people in costume? It was something new every time you looked around. And they were all marching in as we marched here at the beginning of this memorial.
Celebration of life.
Excuse me?
Celebration of life.
Celebration of life.
Yes.
Celebration of life.
Yes.
In the photos, I digitized the slides, first six slide carousels of slides from her early life. I didn't do the first 2 months, but you'll see her with Granny, my grandmother, and Katrina. That was when we were going off to Japan by way of Hawaii. First time they'd ever been out of the country. Katrina had a passport, 10 weeks old. That's when we got her passport. We came back by way of Hawaii, and here you also see a picture of her driving the car in nearby Kilauea volcano, which is now going off. Some other ones, there's a 4-generation photo of her mother, her grandmother, and her great-grandmother. That's kind of something that you might want to take a look at. Music taste. I was fortunate enough that Katrina had music taste that I liked, unlike her brother. She lived in the upstairs bedroom during high school and would play Duran Duran and all the others, Susie and the Banshee, all the other songs that seemed to be not current, not popular, but definitely better. That theater group. She was not that much of a theater person as a theater support person. If you needed a costume made, she would make it for you. If you needed a costume repaired, she would repair it for you. If you needed a place for your theater group to come and destroy, well, we had a house. It had a huge back kitchen area. I don't understand why there was blood on the floor. Why was there blood on the floor? I do not understand. She went through a period where she had dark eyeshadow, dark clothes, not blue hair. I don't remember blue hair. That was your brother. One time. Twice. Once.
I only have clear one.
Once. John, the self-contained entertainment machine. She married the best guy she could have ever chosen. I don't know how she did it. Kept her entertained for hours at a time. I tried to keep up with him for a while, but that was just too hard. I want to mention that Kat's butterfly contains her cremains here. And John, you're going to say something about what you're going to do with those? I'll leave that to you. I'm going to pass it on. We have a quick correction. Apparently it's Valhalla, but more importantly, I have been informed officially by the organizers of Comic-Con that if somebody passes away during Comic-Con, they go to Con-Halla as well. So we're officially adding that of the list of places that you can now find Katrina. So join the lottery to try get in on Comic-Con next year and see if you can find her. I'm not sure it's going to work as a marketing tag. Con-Halla, everybody.
There'll be a Funko.
There will be a Funko.
All right, so that officially That officially concludes the open mic section. This will go away, and there's still hopefully food and drink, or everybody at least got a crack at it. And feel free to mingle, and you can laugh loudly now. You won't be you won't be disturbing the speakers. Oh, group photo? Okay, so my wife likes to take a photo every 10 steps that we take. I currently have in iCloud close to 8 terabytes. Let's see, what is our count up to? Oh, that ain't right. It can't possibly only be 27,000. Anyway, yeah, we'd love to take a group photo, so if we could get everybody up here, that would be awesome. I think the 27,000 is only from yesterday. Let's make sure nobody falls over.
Beautiful outfit. I think it's everywhere.
So the live stream camera is actually right behind everybody there. So if you kind of angle that way, the folks online can see it.
Yes, we must try to leave Katrina visible.
All right. Oh, you're gonna pee. Okay.
Is this a picture of everybody?
Oh my God, she's bleeding.
So we're going to try to do.
She's bleeding. No, she's bleeding. Look. She's bleeding. She is.
Sorry about that.
No. Spells by it's okay. We're gonna go. We're gonna take this quick picture and then we're gonna go. It's okay. So just really quick. Belle is not to be around other dogs because she's a medical response dog. So she doesn't get to be around other dogs. So she doesn't know how to act with other dogs. So it's okay. You're fine. So.
Oh my gosh, she's bleeding a lot.
We're gonna go. We're gonna take a quick picture and then we're gonna go to the vet. So. I think you need to keep coming in this way. Yeah, everybody, if you can just try and scooch in.
Yeah, the screen is here.
Yep.
And also in the live feed that's right here.
Yeah, you put Joyce on the chair, and that's perfect. Just grab one of the chairs. You win! Thank you.
You don't need to. You're fine. I think we're about the same height. I'll go up on you want to come in? Okay.
Don't blow. Oh, you're right. My bad. You're here.
Don't want to make a picture. I'm not going to make it.
James, why don't you come over here with me?
I figured I better be chipmunk type for this picture.
Okay, all right. If everybody can go in, I appreciate it. Okay.
Me without a Achilles.
Yeah, keep rolling. Nice.
Okay, are you guys going to be in it? You don't want to be in it? Oh, you're fine. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, on the count of 10, well, as soon as I push it, we're going to go. Ready? And 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, ready, steady, go! Okay, all right. I think it would be good, and then we're going to go. Okay?
Yeah, you can always do a second one.
No.
Can I act right?
Andrew, you got a picture though too, right? Andrew got it all.
Andrew got a picture as well, so we're all good.
We're covered.
Andrew got one
good.
too.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm sort of like used to walking around like this.
All right. Well, that's the case. Leave it there.
Katrina wanted to
I saw John.
I hope Brian was okay too.
Facebook.
That box is dead to you.
No. But your face did yes. It keeps us to just people from this guy I don't even know. What is it? Oh, hey, look, she's a friend of your brother. I wonder what she's up to. That was only last week. This last week, like, I'm like, why is this really attractive young-looking Asian guy? I don't know this dude. Wait, I know one of the friends. Wait, there. Following the puppy.
Come on.
Friend anybody.
Hey, listen. Can I get a picture?
Sure. As I get this picture.
Oh, yeah.
Let me be official.
There we go.
I'm gonna check it. Log on the booth, not a problem. Gotta get
Beetle. Fred, when change of guard? Okay.
I'm okay. No.
You know, everybody wore their guard today, so I'm going to go to the car. Sure you don't need a hand up? Oh, I'm good. All right, Alvin.
Good luck getting in your car.
I've been trying to see you, but I can't. Well, I made the mistake of finding not doing things like
I am a practice.
this hand is
There's no humor. I'll be a secret. No. Yeah, don't wear that. Oh, that's you're going to wear the red shirt. You're going to die. You're going to die. And that's basically the landing party that they pick on the ship is on the start of the plane. That's when you're and if you wear the red shirt, you're not.
I was almost going to bring up like steak.
She always told me she read it. Yeah, but it's still cool too, even to the new house. So if you're wearing a red shirt, that's why I'm blue. Please medical stuff. Thank you. I'm Rob, by the way. Nice to meet you. Hi, Brian. I'm Rob. I'm Andy here. You guys don't do fair, or you do? She does fair. I've never had a whole paint station.
That's why she's not here right now.
Are you in one of the guilds? Eventually, you don't do. Oh, I have to look because I'm like, I get which one of them? Oh! She's on video game side. Yeah. We're the sponsors to run things, so I have all the plans.
I do what I can do.
I didn't pay for comic con right now. 10 years straight. We know, Joe.
Don't get me started.
Here, I got more Kleenex. Right now, wait. Come on. I was thinking you were at Crawford. Well, then you were there for his promotion. You were there. So you were there for hockey festival. Found out from you actually on holiday.
I did. Now I'm paying.
So do I. Nice to meet you. That's it. What are you doing?
Yeah, but we all love
She's like, oh God. But, you know, it's kind of the fun.
And we had somebody else that played a wizard, so they weren't
Like, right now, there's
at the
fun, you know.
same time.
But nothing too fair. I think she was fair. That was like baby
Well, when you have a good idea, it's just process and have to share. So I did this thing, it was great. It's like, hi everybody, I'm Karina's dad. I kept moving the price up. When I get around $25 under, it's like, what if it's really 10% off all payments? Done. Okay, so not only not making money, if they could have come to us like $25 a month, from each of us, maybe a 10% off all beer. That would
You're allowed to have
One time, she left me very, very like, you're kind of out of shape.
You're like, wait a minute.
What?
Well, the funny part is now the arcade.
Oh, right.
He's going to wake me up the idea we talked about like
I just like drinking.
yeah. But I'm worried when that yeah, let's make it feel better. Or one of those things, right? You know, real social.
Of course, there she's done up yeah. So when one of us is dead, we can have a pleasing retrospective of look at all the time instead of nothing. Well, somebody else might still like I think it was
I don't know, how do you train that? Seriously.
not just where I close, where it's okay with everybody.
If Coach is going to be needed, probably not.
white, so they're also after that, I'm like, I'm never doing that. Picture. Somebody said here. Front desk, they're open until 5. Give them the well, there's 110 acres that don't pay attention to trees. I had one guy that comes and says, yeah, I have a lover married next to the tree. And I went, okay. But yeah, the front desk, we're like, I got license plates and my mom's from far away. Yes, he's got actual his own fence in the back of the car, so yeah, he's gonna love it. Yes, that's what caught my eye.
I thought it might have
Thank you. Come on, Rex. Oh, he's ready. A lot of me saying some people smell like their dogs, you know. So he's getting a lot. Probably more than anyone. 100% American Akita. He just knows looking at everybody's food. Oh, and he's looking at everybody's food. Yeah, that too. He definitely wants to eat. Yeah, a long time. Yeah, no. We did a DNA to see what else, because they told us he was Akita. We thought, well, maybe he had shepherd in him for these years. And without even sending them a picture, the DNA result came back 100% American Akita. So, carbonated beverages? We're like, he throws on the ham too at home, like, oh, let's give you a bath. No, he's gonna lay down, throw all his weight down, so we have to take him to the groomers instead. It's just like that. It's good. He's a heavy guy. Love you, like right there. You could just love him. Hey, around him. Thank you. It's just dog thing. It's just a dog thing. A lot of dogs are jealous of his handsomeness. Like, he gets along with their dog, Bones. Bones is a little dog. I can actually see it. Yeah, absolutely. He gets along with their dogs. He gets along with their dogs. Oh, some dogs, it's a 50-50. Our friend, A-List, her dog, Dogme, also about his size. You know, not, they're, you know. So it's just a 50-50, we say free. But, you know, 100%. American. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I had to add color to all the garb. You know, the garb was going to be a little drabby. Yeah, just love the cop. I get to say everybody likes cops. Yeah. Love the cop. And that's one of my favorite pictures too, because it's an astronomy. Yes. Okay. Let's go. No, this way. This way. This way.
but I'm also really big on I know that. We were trying to get snowflakes on Friday. So, it's good to see you. I'm not careful.
Hey, we should all do that. When she day trips, we should all do that. Specifically when she day trips at Fall Fair, one of those 2 weekends. She's doing it, she's being voluntold. So none of us are all really on there either, right?
I gotta grab my
So what did you mean?
He needs to learn.
Yeah, that.
I'm gonna get back to causing trouble with chaos.
I'm gonna go find some ice.
There you go.
Hey, bring it.
She bumped a while. And she was
Alright, we'll see you at Tom's number 23 in Escondido.
Yes, I'm gonna try to get.
No, it's all good. You made it.
You wanted. Hold on, this is only going in when I
hoping we could get someone, but it was like, oh, how do we know the other town?
I
Here, and then
know.
one person
I actually got the message that people checked in. It's okay.
Alright, take care of yourself.
Yep, definitely. You are the saviors of the day. Chrissy got her phone back. So everything was all good there. Perfect. No, it's Chrissy. So as soon as I made the announcement, she got her phone back. So everything's taken care of. You guys saved her day. Come on, it's the only way to hold people. Don't just keep That's how I was able to get faster.
When I was in Scotland, there were
Yes,
other...
we all hate social media, but in the event of an emergency, contact anybody via social media. We just need to make sure it's not an emergency.
No, I've learned now.
It was amazing. Yeah, I do. The whammies, just take a look at some of those photos. Good plan. That way they're yours. There's probably other grapes. We have plenty. Yes, yes. Yep. They're part of the Ren Fair. So. Vikings. The one up the front is pretty good to get to. It's 9.5. I'll wait for you. You're bigger than my dog. Parking, edge of the shuttle bus. There's a church down the street? Yeah, seriously, she's not wrong. The parking is, but yeah, I did that for the photo, so. Yeah.
Of course, I'm used to driving on the side of the road.
Yeah, Scott Stevens right, we said left. Wear a helmet on the back. 20 years ago, there's a bunch of the documentary, Arnold Strength, they do a celebration. Put on a celebration every year. So, and they're also pirates. So that's where so Klingon's pirates start. Yes, that is the natural Venn diagram.
You know what sucks I've done is I thought it was like my elbow.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, neither way.
My hands are dirty, so he licked all the crates. He did. He licked all of the crates. So, can I say something? I have to do that. Because my hands are full of I got one more thing. Second Friday. You know, we should do wait. Well, look at my son. He's 26. He was in charge of do it till later. But the big one. Oh.
Yes, I can watch the live stream.
This has been recorded too.
Okay, I need John over here. Oh, yep. Yep, he was watching. He sent me the picture. Oh, right there.
That is our plan. Yes, we will be.
Okay.
Yes. I don't trust now.
Somebody grab John for a photo opportunity.
Did I say that? John?
What?
Hey, I don't trust
Alright.
Elvin wanted to show that he's on his feet.
So anyway,
Alrighty. No.
we're talking about possibly having a
Photo op. Okay. I need you on that side.
Stop.
Leaning on me. With your right elbow on top of my head. There we go. Okay. Okay. Photo time.
Well, if nothing else, we'll just do dinner. We'll do like we dinner.
Carrots.
Okay.
About which? Oh, never mind. Understood. Yep.
You guys will have to check in so you
We're going white. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, all the carrots.
Not Mike.
Hold on. Let me give you a I want that.
She will only eat your pancakes. She will not eat my pancakes. Alright, will only eat Uncle Scott's pancakes. Only Uncle Scott's pancakes. Which I'm like, you know what? They're my favorite pancakes too, so I can't complain. I'm just sad that I don't get to have them anymore because I don't share them.
The one that goes up to here when you were like 10 years ago.
Hopefully.
I'm sure we can. I think the seeds probably go to here now instead of down here.
We can probably find.
Yeah.
There's always cats so much. It's the only thing with the Boy Scout graduate on the weekend. They're like, Sunday morning breakfast. Oh, Scott, there's all this great stuff. What are we doing Sunday morning? Why is it oatmeal and
Why did a paramedic just drive through a cemetery?
one of them isn't quite
It's
dead
too
yet.
late, huh?
I'm fine. I just have to.
I believe it. But it's still one of those, that's not something you expect to see.
Oh no, that's actually.
And you go to your friend's funerals, you all
Possibly not so
Some people, a lot of times.
I remember when Bevan was a baby in the booth, and now I'm seeing River and Jasper graduating high school.
Well, Bridget was just saying she's over 3.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Here's that reality.
No.
Yeah.
Sit down, it's okay. Oh, is this still running?
How old are you now?
Does it have audio?
Kara.
How old are you now?
How old are you now?
I'm 16.
Okay, so I thought. Okay.
Maybe such and such. Hit the Why are you doing
Talk
this?
about it.
Bridget's old enough to drink. I'm like, what?
Yeah, she is.
No.
She's been using that. Oh.
No. So Ellie keeps telling me she's halfway to driving.
How old is she?
8.
Oh, she is halfway to drive. Oh my god. To be fair.
Yeah, and she feels old.
So.
I refuse.
The cycle keeps going. It's great.
Every time someone says you feel old, where I was anything from 90 years old to 16. Because they can't tell.
Show a picture real quick.
Same age as Katrina.
Oh,
your mom's like 20 years old.
a siren thingy.
Right off the oven. Thanks.
Fire truck to go with the,
I want to die away.
What did I miss?
I don't see smoke coming out of here. Everyone looks healthy over here.
They're just kind of ambulance are frequently going to and from the hospital. Well, the fire's usually hanging out in fire.
Yeah, dog is all good.
I'm wrangling my monkeys.
Wow, you're such a bad watch.
Oh yeah, with the chips in it, that would be stellar. It fits in the back. It doesn't fit.
I know my granddaughter.
Yeah, you can see. I can see. Because that was the thing of where
She's on 95.
Yeah.
I'm on my way home.
Oh, and like your Mandalorian.
I'm in the car with her. I've learned.
It just sits wrong, so you gotta get close to
say. Oh, you must be in a gas station.
That is one. It's a very important.
I didn't know where she was.
Yeah, my ears are getting hurt. It's like a little too tight on my ears.
No, being in the car.
No protruding mini jumps. Oh yeah.
One guy.
Yeah. And I would be
which guy? Doing the bad
filling the gas station.
Are you talking about the one he had on the horse or what?
Star.
Oh, if you do, I'm calling the police. No, but
oh, a couple of times I thought about it.
I don't know.
Like, hello?
They're like a really
Then there's a dead
well,
zone going in.
I was probably at that fair, but I didn't watch that happen. I didn't watch the jousting. Sadly.
You're getting close to the hang up now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. No, then it just goes out.
Well, I mean, the word isn't great, except I don't really have that to it. I know that's I know my house
Yeah. Well, whenever Kiana would come, I'm like, hold on a minute. You're getting good, or you're cutting it. I mean, I learned this far, I'm going to lose it. And then she says, I'll call you back. She's not going to call me back. I have no idea. But I know I'm bringing it up where you were but I'll call you back. She doesn't call me. I don't hear from her, so I just assume she's it used to drive me nuts. She has three calls.
I've been going to fair long.
So I used to get late at night.
Why do you think I'm leaving the Royals?
Middle of the night.
Yeah, they used to
I called
he played the park, he was like, my wife is as bad as that. Got a phone, but she told me a miracle, training, COVID, this, and now, so yeah, she's historically accurate.
You don't wake up
Does anything that gets and I just like, is it very run around, it's too much. Yeah. I think it's also worse the fact that I was like, because of COVID gap, like I went from like bear brat to then like an actual like yeah, like I'm literally just like from bear brat to actually like a
I'm sorry, but your baby. Still my baby.
yeah. That's all part of they're basically the managed care. I'm going to say yeah.
It takes time. He doesn't go much beyond that.
There are.
I mean, he is. He just caught up. You're the same age as we and then Carol was 17 years.
We're on that side. Do not
No, I'm not going to.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Apparently I'm cool. I had no idea. I'm telling you, you're cool. That's how. So cool and loud is telling you that are cool. Thank you.
I should tell you what it is. My favorite thing. You can always tell.
I don't know.
See y'all up there?
Probably.
I saw her out there.
No, my
A lot of days I probably can't. And a lot of them involve yeah, and the fact is, remember the stuff that we did
I am on his team.
You returned it to me.
Hot. It's so damn hot. I have 11.
Ow. Y'all remember this.
What do you mean? I'm very trusting.
I just got
Neither is that one. It's dull, but. Is that a new sword?
well, even faces. I mean, I haven't
Didn't
seen
you
some-
say you learned how to fall fall so much? Right.
When you said very good at fall, one said I'm she started explaining it. Oh yeah. I know who you are. Up to that point, I'm like,
We're just going to do it.
sure.
Well, yeah, she was.
Then she made the comment.
Exactly. No, he's done. We are going to do the procession out. Exactly.
Is that still rolling? Should we just start making
Run, triple.
enough ago. Okay, so I had this.
I must have been. Oh, you know what I realized earlier?
So wait,
I was. The anchor here is
yeah.
That's how old I was when I met her.
You know, it's funny.
Yeah.
So, quick math in my head.
No, I must have been 8 years. 8 years. If it gets stuck like that, I'm gonna laugh. Okay, that wasn't a challenge.
The good news is he said 5, so knowing John, we have like another 5 minutes.
For what?
See you online.
Where's Bridget go? Do you know I just got back from having
My money is on another 6 minutes. Anyone want to cure? What's the time? 4:17. 4:17. So my money's on 4:23.
And here I was doing here for that. And they were so real because I don't know.
What about you, Alvin? What about me? Where's your money? Oh. My money's 4:23.
Bridget!
4:25.
Where's Bridget? Bridget is right here.
Wow.
You all good?
Now, okay, hang tight for 5 more minutes. We're going to do a quick procession out with the urn, and then everyone's free. So we'll go from there. You okay? I know. None of us are okay. It's okay. All right.
I'll call you at 6:30 a.m. I have not slept.
Fred, Fred, are you guys walking down there?
You know what? Fiona has that. Ricky might get mad, but I won't.
All right.
I have some mom that I did like this.
We're going to walk right down the center here. Yeah. So I'm going to take you in. I'm going to stand right here in the center there. So just get tons of photos. And we're going to walk right on. I have a notice. All right. Everybody ready? All right.
Are we all Rosie? Close enough. Those people who know my orders.
It's funny because you changed it twice. You stand here for 2 seconds.
I like your dress.
Oh.
Rogan! Navarra! What? Forsi! Marche!